In this video, continuing our chapter 1 introduction to accounting, we will take few topics today. First one is functions of accounting. Now, what is the function of accounting? If I ask you, now you have studied accounting for few days. So, first answer will be if it will be to record financial transactions. Any other point? It will be calculating profit or loss of the business. Third, to find out the financial position of the business. The books of accounts can be used as evidence, so it should be maintained properly. So these are the functions of accounting. Like the first one, maintaining records of financial transactions of business following the accounting rules and principles. Now there are certain principles and rules which are to be followed while maintaining the records so that they can be understood by everyone easily. It can be used for comparing the performance of the business with other companies or with itself, but for different durations. Okay, so one of the most important functions of accounting is to maintain record of financial transactions. Like second point we discussed, no, calculating or knowing the profit or loss of the business, checking the performance. So here in another words we can use the say it like this: preparing financial statements at the end of the year to know the profit and loss incurred during the year or the financial position. Now the profit and loss can be calculated by preparing trading account and profit and loss account. Balance sheet helps us to know about the financial position of business. Next, now see, accounting books can be used as evidence in court. No, some if any dispute is there between the parties, the partners, or the dispute is there between any government department and the business regarding the false statements, or the financial statements are wrongly presented, then the accounting books act as a evidence in the court. So one of the functions of accounting is to maintain evidence of the financial transaction of business. Next point, communicating the financial information to its users. Now there are many parties who are interested in the performance of the business. Like government agencies are interested to collect tax. In the same manner, there are many researchers from educational institutions or economic institutions who want to study about the individual firms also and the industry also. So this accounting information helps them a lot. Then there are investors are there who are interested in financial information. So one of the functions of accounting is to communicate the performance, the financial position of business to them. So in summary we can say that maintaining records is one of the functions, calculating the profit and loss, preparing the evidence for transactions, and communicating them to the users are the functions of accounting. Next point is topic is advantages of accounting. Now there are advantages as well as limitations. I am not giving you detailed notes, just keep the heading in mind and you can explain in your own words. First is it maintains financial records. See, nowadays the number of transactions in a business is in large numbers. Earlier it was few when the business was very small, so it may be possible that the businessman was able to remember the transactions, but nowadays evidence is required, as well as the number of transactions are so huge that it is impossible for anyone to remember that. So advantages of accounting is that it maintains the financial records. Okay, it replaces our memory, helps management to take decisions. When so many data is available, the management can use them to take better decisions, to reach to a conclusion. If some thing unfavorable is there, then they can go through the books and take certain decisions. Evidence in court we have already discussed. Okay, at the time of disputes or any claim against the firm, then the accounting books can be used. Replaces memory. It records so many transactions chronologically with evidence support. Okay, so it acts as a evidence as well as it replaces the memory. Facilitates funding. Banks and financial institutions go through the books of accounts to know about the revenue earned by the business, or revenue generated by the business, profit earned by the business, the financial position, the value of the assets, the liabilities. So after going through the books of accounts, which is prepared in accounting, the banks and financial institutions decides about the funding. It may be in the form of loan, or it may be in the form of capital introduction. So accounting helps the businesses to raise funds. Then comparative studies, like researchers are there, investors are there, they go through the financial statements so as to reach to a conclusion about the company's performance, business performance, or efficiency. Okay, so accounting helps them to do a comparative study between different firms or different periods also. Next is limitations of accounting. Okay, now see, in the definition itself we have studied that it records only financial transactions. Now it doesn't mention anything about the qualitative aspect of the transactions, however important it may be. Okay, like a dispute between supplier and the production manager will affect the business. The loss cannot be measured, so it will not be recorded in the books of accounts. In the same manner, stock is in our godown. We can record the cost, but it is very difficult to find out the quality and the amount it will realize in the market at present. So one of the limitations of accounting is that it ignores qualitative information. Second, price level changes. Now, no, inflation is a very big factor, and the prices may increase or decrease, and the effect of inflation on the business cannot be measured exactly. And this is one of the drawbacks of accounting. It ignores inflation or the price level changes. It doesn't record that. It only mentions the amount. Window dressing. Okay, now what do you mean by window dressing? It means manipulation. Okay, like you may have seen many shops displaying very good items, and when you go into the shop you find that the stock is limited or the quality is not that good as shown in the display window. Similarly, in accounting also a lot of window dressing is possible. Like many firms were there, Satyam was there, is a very big example of that. They manipulated their books, they showed their revenues at a much higher level, profits also at much higher level, and later on it was known that the company directors were manipulating, window dressing, just to increase the share prices, and they could take loan from the banks or financial institutions. Later on, these directors were put behind bars, okay, because of wrong representation of accounting books and all. So in accounting it is possible to manipulate the books of accounts to record wrong transactions or show higher profits and all. Okay, so this is one of the major limitations. Then accounting is not fully exact, like as discussed, no, all most of the transactions are supported by one or the other documentary evidence, and with the help of those documents only we will record it in the books. But there are certain transactions where evidence is not there. There we have to no write down the values on our imagination, or we can manipulate the values also. So there the accounting information is not exact. On estimation we are recording the transactions. No, the accountant estimates the cost or the price, then he records it. So there it may differ from person to person, and it will bring in the personal bias factor. Okay, different persons recording the same event in different manners, so the profit or loss will differ. So that is one of the limitations of accounting. Now users of accounting information, who are going to use the accounting information of accounting books of the firm. Okay, now it can be divided into two categories: internal users and external users. Now who may be the internal users? First, obviously, the owners of the business. Second, the managers or management, and then the workers. Okay, these are the internal users of accounting information. Similarly, there will be one more category, that is external users. There will be many, like government, banks, financial institutions, investors, creditors. No, creditors are eager to know about the financial position before giving any credit, because they want to ensure that their amount will be received. They will receive the amount back, recover the amount. Okay, government authorities, so as to collect the taxes. Okay, then researchers are there are many people who do research, who do consultancy work, so they are eager to learn about the accounting information, know about the accounting information. Then public, uh, who may be customers, or just for their common interest, which company is earning how much, or just for gossip purpose also, they want to know about the performances of companies or businesses.